askew. I am askew. Art askewed. Art askewed. This is Art Askewed. John Warner Hinckley Jr. was born on 1955 in Ardmore, Oklahoma. He moved to Dallas at the age of 4 and continued his childhood there, where he attended Highland Park High School and later Texas Tech University. Taking a break from college, John headed out to Los Angeles to find a life as a songwriter. Competition was tough though, and money was tight, and John was forced to head back in and live with his parents. He continued school, but after 6 years of attending university off and on, he made the decision to drop out in 1980. The following year, in 1981, John Warnock Hinckley Jr. committed the heinous crime that put his name on the map and him in a hospital for 34 years. After developing an interest in the 1976 movie Taxi Driver and then an obsession with the leading actor Jodie Foster, John began trying to get her attention. He moved to New England where she was attending school when he started stalking her and repeatedly calling and leaving messages, even sending her love letters. The last letter he sent to Jodie Foster read, "Over the past 7 months, I've left you dozens of poems, letters, and love messages, in the faint hope that you could develop an interest in me. Although we talked on the phone a couple of times, I never had the nerve to simply approach you and introduce myself. The reason I'm going ahead with this attempt now is because I cannot wait any longer to impress you." It was his life's purpose to get the attention of Jodie Foster. He began to follow the United States President Jimmy Carter as he traveled throughout the United States. However, he was soon arrested on weapons charges. John came to the realization that a much easier and less armored target would be the newly elected Ronald Wilson Reagan. On March 30th, 1853, a man who pioneered the works of post-impressionism and struggled with mental illness himself was born in France. 128 years later, John Warnock Hinckley fires 6 bullets towards Ronald Reagan as he leaves a Hilton hotel, hitting Secret Service agent Tim McCarthy in the neck, 2 cops in the back, and the worst injury of all, Press Secretary James Barty was shot in the head and permanently paralyzed. 1 bullet, however, was able to ricochet off the presidential limo and enter Ronald Reagan's chest. Ronald Reagan did survive and was able to live a full life. However, his timely death was ultimately caused by the injuries given to him by John Warnock Hinckley. Do what you will with that information. Now, what we are going to do is fill our brains and our hearts with John Hinckley.
I've got my poetry, I've got my songs. They see me through the lonely nights, help me to be strong. I am on a never-ending quest
John Hinckley's based? During the Cold War, in an effort to create mind control drugs, the CIA began giving people LSD, sometimes without their consent or full understanding of the experiments. After giving excessive amounts of LSD and other psychedelics to these participants, people started to permanently change. Of these participants are some well-known names, like Ken Kesey, someone who popularized LSD, as well as the Grateful Dead, and the entirety of the hippie movement. Another participant was Ted Kaczynski, who spent a total of 200 hours ingesting LSD for these experiments. Another very prominent figure who participated in MKUltra was our boy, John Hinckley. There's not many records on who participated in these experiments as well as what happened because, they don't want things to be known. However, a contributing factor to the understanding that Hinckley was a victim of MKUltra is his ties with Boy Scouts of America. Boy Scouts of America have a long history of shady transactions and cooperation with the CIA and the FBI, leading to the understanding that the Boy Scouts of America are used as a front by the CIA. One of these Boy Scouts being John Hinckley, who had been seen in his childhood and leading up to the assassination, spending a lot of time with the Boy Scouts of America, typically for weeks or months, a lot longer than other stays, and this was happening for years. This hasn't been completely proven, however, it is commonly understood that what we know about MKUltra is only 20% of the story. What John Hinckley did on the 30th of March was disgusting. A wretched act of hate. The ultimate evil. Or was it? Ronald Reagan started his presidency by doing some typical rich person shit, by lowering taxes for the wealthy, decreasing social spending, as well as increasing military spending. The most evil thing Reagan did during his presidency, however, was perpetuating and supporting the white supremacist war on drugs. He drastically heightened penalties for drug possession, leading to the prison population to rise during his presidency from 330,000 to 630,000, all thanks to the privatization of mass prison systems. John Hinckley's based as fuck. John Hinckley is a beautiful artist, and one who has a lot to share with the world. His art comforts many around the globe looking for light at the end of a deep, dark tunnel. John Hinckley is an artist. He is askew, and I like you.